Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our call here today. And I'm really excited. We have a really special presentation for you by Marilee Maricich, and she's a Pro 8 in LifeVantage. She's amazing, just a servant leader, a beautiful heart, and she is a wellness warrior mentor. She's an author. She inspires health, hope, and love. And she and some of her team have developed an amazing success system. And we all know that systems are extremely important. I'm actually involved right now in a network marketing training that's going on for a couple of days. And it's been really good. And they talked a little bit about systems. And, they said that some people even hesitate to recruit because they're not feeling capable enough to really, help the person, the new person get started and be successful. So it kind of sometimes, they hold back from recruiting because of that. And that got my attention because I knew this was coming up. And this is the kind of system that can help the new person. It can help all of us, from my understanding. But with that, I'm going to turn the time over to Marilee. And Marilee, feel free to give us a little bit more of your background if you want to. I was hoping to get some before you came on here so I could do a little better introduction, but that's what I saw on your Facebook page, so that's what I shared. But go ahead, Marilee, the time is yours.
Absolutely. It's an honor to be here. So thank you for that. And thank you for the introduction. So I've been in this industry of network marketing now for 15 years. This is October is celebrating that 15-year time frame for me. And I've learned a lot along the way. LifeVantage found me now about 7 years ago, actually exactly 7 years ago in October. And when I saw what LifeVantage had as just from a product standpoint, just from a company standpoint, I sat up and took notice. In fact, actually sat there with goosebumps thinking, what in the world? How have I not heard of this company? But if half of what they're saying here is true, I want a piece of this. And I started in LifeVantage. Literally, I came in on the top enrollment pack and I wanted to be a product of the product. I did not have a transformation to start with. In fact, it took 2 weeks for my enrollment kit to get to me, and before I had swallowed that first little yellow activator. But what I knew is this, that there were people surrounding me everywhere that needed what we had. And I wanted, with a sense of urgency, to get out and be the first person in my world to introduce this. So I just got in action. And I had learned along the way just the power of social media and how that could build a team outside of my own borders and outside of my own town. I live on an island connected by a bridge to the mainland in the Pacific Northwest of Washington State. And I don't have a huge area. I don't have a lot of people around me. When I started in the industry 15 years ago, it really was just that face to face, belly to belly, which is so important. I mean, we are in the relationship business, right? It's like turning, strangers into friends, friends into family. So taking that concept and applying that to social media, it's just all of the bells and whistles went off in my brain. It's like, I know that using social media can really help me bust outside my own borders regionally and give me the ability to build a global team. But what is so important is that Julie spoke about this a little bit ago, and that having a system for people to onboard gives them confidence in not only how to start the business, what to do as they're getting started, but also there's just something magical that goes in the brain and in the heart. It's like, wow, if there's a system in place and I know succinctly how to get people started, I've got confidence in going out and enrolling people. I know that they have every ability to get started right out of the gate. And that is a missing piece that we had initially when we started in LifeVantage. And so we worked, and I want to tell you, I am cross-line besties with Elite Pro 8 Jenny Crane and Elite Pro 7 Shauna Mucklow. And we literally came together, put our heads together. We were all having this missing piece in our businesses, realizing that the onboarding process for a new distributor is paramount. So we literally got to work, like just brainstorming, how can we create something? It initially started, in all honesty, for our own teams. We just desperately wanted to have a system for people just to click into and get going in their business. So we took it, well, we talked about it for about 2 years, took about 10 months of just digging in, getting to work, writing scripts, putting a program together so that people could literally start their business and be hand fed for 30 days through a text system of what to do, how to get started. And here's what's happened in our business. So we launched it back in April, and our businesses, all three of us, when we look at our numbers, has literally skyrocketed. If you heard me speak from stage at the global convention we just had, I talked about the perfect storm. And when I talk about the perfect storm, what I didn't share from stage, part of the perfect storm for us has been that we have right now with LifeVantage, the visibility of collagen. Collagen is just, a picture speaks 1,000 words, and I'm all about, showing curiosity. I want people to ask questions on social media, especially, or you guys, if you're belly to belly with somebody, load an album with before and after pictures in your phone so that you can walk in, like I did, an example, into my chiropractor's office. I had 15-minute appointment. I sat down and I said, oh my goodness, Dr. Claire, you have to see what I have my hands on. Take a look at this. I opened up the album on my phone of before and afters, and I said, swipe left. And he sat there going through the pictures, and he's like, what is this? Oh my word. I didn't have to use any fancy words. I didn't have to describe it. It just made all the difference in the world. So the visibility of activation right now, that's one key ingredient to our perfect storm, along with every other fabulous product that we have. The timing of the ability to get in front of a global audience on social media is key. Having a system that people can lock into right now so that they can run with it, and giving my team confidence so that they know how to start somebody fail-proof, has changed the game. That perfect storm has increased, literally doubled the size of my business since April. I'm an Elite Pro 8. I've been here 7 years. To have that happen with an existing team and with brand new people says one thing: people have confidence in how to get people started, and we have something right now that can really create momentum. So Julie, if it's okay, I'm going to screen share and just show you guys what we are using as a system. And that is literally what we're going to talk about. And I want to just show you guys really how this all started. So we put together, we've had this website. So myself and Shauna Mucklow actually own this site. And we literally have our exposure tool. One simple video to show people what these products do. This is our first touch video. We just literally launched this first touch video. We refreshed it. We have somebody that helps us to create videos. This is a 4-minute and 23-second video. And it's on the website biohackandactivate.com/explore. And everything we built in the system is based around this exposure piece right here. And what it does, whether you're in person meeting people or you're online social media, and somebody says, for example, oh my goodness, that before and after, oh my goodness, what is this? We want to give people the ability to have access to telling the whole story with one exposure piece. It's not pulling up PowerPoints and going through trying to get people on a Zoom. For us, it's something that people can get in front of 24/7 if they're given this link. So this video is meant to be an aha moment where it's showing the timing and trends of where we're sitting right now, the biggest concerns people have right now in their health, in their finances. In fact, just so you guys know, right now, statistics are showing that the average household right now, with the economy the way that it is, the average household is going to need an additional $500 a month just to stay afloat with recession and all of the things that are happening in the economy right now, just to stay afloat. They haven't changed anything. So it brings a lot of validity to get what we have in front of people, but we want them to have their own aha moment. So we lead with this tool. So this is if you think of it like a funnel, it's not a funnel, it's not a click funnel, but it's a funnel the way we've laid it out. So people can watch and self-educate through this process. So it starts here. They're exploring the possibilities. and literally having just this aha moment. When they watch this video, they get to the end of it, it's a call to action. It literally will ask them, which would you like to explore further? More about the products only, right here, or the business and products? And from here, when they click on one of the two, let me just click on this to show you guys. If they click on business and products, it goes right to an overview. This is narrated by Carrie Dickey, an executive master pro 10, 11, or close to 12, but she's narrating it for us. And literally it goes through an opportunity video, and we talk about the products, we talk about all of it. So it's really married to the first conversation. If they had clicked on the product side, it literally tells them an overview of the products in its entirety, tells the whole story with the option to click over and learn more about the business. So self-education, people are watching this. And then at the end of that, if they're interested, a call to action at the end of this video, here we'll say, okay, if you're interested in learning about the enrollment packs, watch this next video. And guys, literally we've had multiple times where people are watching this. It's the middle of the night. They're on the other side of the country. They're in wherever that finds them, where we wake up and we'll have people that have now clicked all the way through, decided how they want to join, and chosen their enrollment pack, because of course we're teaching you in our system to make sure you send your website link so that people can do that. So I just want to touch base on this first, because everything we built in the system is based around this exposure piece. Simple, simple, simple. So literally, as people decide that they want to do the business, so let's talk about the system itself. The system, well, let me show you here. First of all, we have the success system. So biohackandactivate.com/success system. Literally, we opened this up to the rest of LifeVantage for people that wanted to be able to enroll in this 30-day launch guide. And literally, as they land on this link, it will tell them what this membership includes. It includes a first 24 hours checklist, a success plan workbook that you can print out. And we literally marry everything based off of what LifeVantage gives us. It's based off the ITT exposure. It's based off the MVP bonuses. Everything we do, we have not changed the language. It's marrying to everything LifeVantage offers. The app, the LV Pay, everything that they've got, we're marrying it to it. So you don't have to try to have people hopping all over. This is something they can print out, walk through it, and we do it by video as well. We explain it. 30 days of social media activities. So we've literally curated ideas of what you can post on each of the days. It's showing you the mindset of social media. It's showing you how to do social media. We talk about how people can post on their timeline, we give and have curated content that they can literally copy and paste if they want to. We encourage you to be creative, see what we do and change it up a little bit. It helps the algorithms if you put your own twist on it, but we want to give you ideas. Most people don't even know where to start, so we want to show you the ideas. But we give you 30 days of mentoring, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. We literally have recorded, it's almost like a podcast version of little nuggets every single day, showing that brand new person how to build belief and mindset, how to overcome objections, philosophies and skill sets on building on social media, or however you're building the business. We want to give you that mentorship in nuggets each day. We talked about this curated social media content. A DMO, daily method of operation worksheet, is already included in his. And then again, full social media training. It's $49 to access it. And it's literally, you have full lifetime access to it. So $49 one-time fee. And it absolutely has text messages that are sent to you, but we constantly are going in and refreshing it, the text messages, so that you can go back at the end of the 30 days, which we've had multiple people do, is just kind of scroll back in those text messages and go through them again to really sink in what it does. So that's where we start. But literally, once you click that first, enroll into that, you will see this. We literally do a little welcome video. that shows you the important information that you need from this point forward. I won't click on the videos on this call, but it literally, you see our faces in there, but we're coaching you through the process. We really have put this together with somebody who may even struggle with technology, keeping that in mind. We're holding your hand all the way through the process. But what you do is you activate your daily text messages by literally downloading the app or texting launch to a number, and it will send you 30 days. So you'll get day one, downloading your success plan workbook, installing your LifeVantage apps. Literally, we coach you how to do that. We show you, we walk you through how to set up your apps, the LifeVantage app, the LV Pay, all done right in the beginning. And then we walk through the important resources, literally showing you what your referral site looks like. So things that you typically would jump on a Zoom and walk people through, this does the work for you. So an example to this is when I used to enroll a new distributor, you would spend about 80% of your time with that new distributor, and then 20% of the time just kind of supporting on the back end to get them launched. Flip that number now. I spend about 20% of my time helping that person, because this system does 80% of the work, which is totally different than what we are used to doing. This will allow you to launch way more people right out of the gate. And that's our goal. We want to be able to enroll people, and just if you hit momentum, you can have multiple people joining your business each day. This does the work for you. So again, we talked about the explore video, giving people that bigger picture concept right out of the gate. Show them how to share their links. We literally have the images all put here. And even on very day one, we talk about the importance of that 200 PV and putting it on subscription. So let me give you an example of day one, just so you guys can see. If you got the text message, this is what it might look like. So day one, text information, literally will show you, here's what the activity is. And it spells it all out. So each day, day one is literally social media activity. So we give you the logic behind posting on social media, and we give you different options. So brand new person, if you've got a customer that's having extraordinary results right now on the collagen, for example, they could click option one and just literally know what to do and how to post right out of the gate. If they don't have personal results, they can click option two. If the answer is no to the above questions, choose option three. We've created this because we have a global team, and we are giving options on every day for people that want to maybe not even lead with collagen, but lead with that little yellow activator, that Protandim Nerve 2, our other flagship product. So we are giving them options based on how they're building their business and based off their experiences. And so literally on day one, overcoming other opinions. So we're trying to give that belief factor right out of the gate. So let me just click on option one for you and just show you guys what that might look like. So we show you day one, option one, we show you what to post. It'll always make the most impact for your friends to see and hear your personal results. Let's share them in a very simple way to evoke curiosity. We lead with curiosity and start some conversations, and we give some pro tips in here. And literally you can copy and paste the caption, but use your own image. So we're giving you an example of what that might look like. So you literally could just copy and paste over this information right from your text, right from your phone or from your computer, if you wanted to do it that way. Copy and paste that just to give an idea, and then change up the words. But literally how to interact. So once somebody responds to your before and after pictures, step one, we show them, be sure to like and engage. We're teaching your people how to do that. Send them information when they evoke curiosity, what that looks like, what you want to send back to them. We give pro tips along the way. Save the messages to notes of your phone so that you'll always have them. First message, you can copy and paste this information. We put even a Canva link together with before and after pictures so that you can add that in. So we've got a lot of extra nuggets and tools that are inside of this. Loaded for you. I feel like it's almost like an Easter egg hunt as people are going through it. There's so much content that we put in here that's very helpful to get in front of this, including some support tools for your customers to help them it's along the way on one of these days that will show them how to help them monitor their before and afters, how to upload pictures if they want to share it on their site, how to share their friends and family link. We really have tried to cover it all. But just giving lots of information on how to do this, when they purchase, what to message. So just to give you guys an idea of that, that would be day one option. Let me show you day two option, just so you guys kind of get an overview of what this is. Day one option two, if you don't have personal results, but you want to leverage someone else's, we give you some before and afters to utilize and show you what you could say instead. Again, how to interact, which is super beneficial, so that we're taking the guesswork out of it. And then let me show you option three. Option three would be this. Literally, the intent of this post is to engage people. So if somebody wants to, if you're brand new to social media and you have not had a transformation and you want to warm up your audience. So a lot of times people will say, well, I don't do much on social media. Option three is one to follow because it's going to help people warm their audience up and just get connected, have people engage. So it doesn't look weird like you just signed up a business and now you're jumping in social media and every day you're posting things. We don't want that. We're taking the weirdness out of that and helping people to look real and look human and lead with curiosity. So we give you ideas of what you could post instead, and literally, choosing some people to reach out to. So we've really tried to think of it all so that we can help ease that person into doing the business. So again, it's on a 30-day text platform where 30 days they're going to be get text message. If they're not in the United States, we have the Shout app, which shows them on that very first day in the enrollment. If they're not in the United States, they can still get messages through the Shout app. So we've really tried to kind of cover all of that and help make sense and ease people into the concept of how to get started. But again, it's changed our businesses overnight. It's given our teams confidence in what to do, how to get started. And probably the best investment of my last year has been just putting my head down with Shauna and Jenny and really creating something. And it's awesome. We had to do some figuring out and how can we open this up for other teams in LifeVantage to take access to something that we know is helping our team. I love LifeVantage, and I love the fact that we all feel like family here, and the ability to help other people win, is our heart. We certainly have spent a lot of time in finances and to put into this. So I hope you find it valuable, what we've put together. It really has just changed the game for us. But Julie, I hope that helps to paint that bigger picture of what this is.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was really helpful. And what an amazing system. It's hard for me to imagine how you would even go about doing something like that. But yeah, looks like it'd be super helpful. I'm actually going to be enrolling in this. So does anybody have a question or comment? Feel free to type it in the chat. I see several comments in the chat. People excited to get started with this and really appreciating all the work that you've put into it, Marilee, you and Shauna and Jenny. So this looks really good, and I want to run with this. I realize there are simple steps with social media I don't know how to do. Who can I check with for a little? I'm not sure what that is.
I bet she meant help.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So for people that aren't real accustomed to social media, do you have any recommendations?
This will literally walk you through all of it. And let me give you an example. One of the gals, Linda Woods, is on my team. I love her, and she's let me share her story. She's in her mid 70s. She's not a techie person. She has been in my team in the business. She's been in network marketing a couple different times. But social media has just changed the game for things. And she didn't prior to the system, even on my team. And you guys have heard me train social media on stage, I think 4 times now in LifeVantage. Social media has literally changed my business. I can attribute about 90% of my entire organization one way or another, I can attribute back to social media. It's been a game changer. But I had a person in my team that still struggled with it. I can stand up here and say social media is amazing and do all these things. I've had to just immerse myself and learn. And I would tell you, first of all, just get in and start to get familiar. Even if it's scary, we're going to hold your hand through the system and show you everything from the mindset to, just the philosophy of social media. We teach you how to lead with curiosity and not just hold up a bottle of pro tandem or get right out there with it. You want to lead people into asking questions like, what is that? So that you can take that conversation, in the comments, like messaging you now, jump over into Messenger and have conversations there. The magic is in the Messenger. We also show you that 80% of the time on social media, we want you to be a human. We want what people do on social media. So remember this. People come to social media, Facebook, Instagram, people come to social media to be social. They do not come to social media to be sold to. That's what makes network marketing and network marketers look icky. Remember that. People come to social media to be social. So we teach you in this system how to be social. People want to see your life. Even in the stories, we show you how to do stories. We want people to see your life. People engage, but when you throw some intrigue 20% of the time throughout a week, so 7 days in a week, maybe you're posting once a day on your timeline. And during that time frame, show a lot of your life. If you go to my timeline, you're going to see sunsets, you're going to see hiking, you're going to see my Great Dane. I'm a Great Dane mama. You're going to see friends. You're going to see I want you to feel like you have a sense of who I am. And when you're doing that well, when you go to a global convention and you don't know these people are coming up to you saying, oh my gosh, I love your dog. How's Wiley? Or I love the hikes you guys are on. I'm watching what you do. That's doing social media right. People feel like they know you. So that's just a nugget on social media. 80% of the time, it's got to be about you. Show your life, show who you are. Throw inspiration in there, but we do a deep dive into helping you structure your weekly content so that you're not sitting there for an hour a day, scratching your head. What do I post today? We want to help you create your pillars and help identify who you are. So we literally have trainings put together to help you identify who are you, first of all, but we also help you identify your audience and who you're trying to attract to yourself. So all of it's right inside the system to help you do that. So we've taken the best of what we've been able to create and simplified it to help teach you how to rock social media. We want you guys to literally get out there and be comfortable with it, understand what it is. But my best tip for anybody just starting on social media, I promise you, the very first post I ever did on social media, I was scared to death. In fact, let me tell you, this is kind of a funny story. I was part of a social media challenge, like when all the rage was going live on social media. That's not the rage now anymore. Social media changes all the time. So we're going to keep you fresh and updated on what the newest stuff is. But a few years ago, going live was the big thing, and people would go on and give these mentorship. Well, somebody gave a tip that if you're scared to death to go live, take a sticky note and put it over the comments so you don't see all the comments, and it won't make you so nervous. You can just focus on your content. So I'm like, okay, deep breathe. I can do this. I can do this. So I literally went on social media for the first time, went live. I clicked the live button and I had my camera set up. And you guys, I threw down like this great content of like mindset and belief and all of that. I went for 9 minutes and my camera was frozen on sideways. So the entire audience saw everything sideways. I could see through the sticker that people were blowing it up and they were saying, commenting. I thought, wow, this must be a hit. I can see that there's a lot of activity. When I ripped the sticker off and I saw it posted, everyone's telling me, Mare, you're sideways, girlfriend, your camera's sideways. But I'll tell you guys, I did it and I did it afraid. And it was honestly probably the most viewed thing I've ever done because it's funny and I didn't even take it down. It's still up if you went back and saw. It's a long time ago. But I just want to tell you, feel the fear and do it anyway, because you're missing out if you're not using social media. It's a beautiful way to just stay connected with people. My family and friends across the globe have an ability to see what I'm doing, who I am, and feel like they get to be a part of my life. So I would just tell you, embrace that and know that you have an audience. I've enrolled one of the gals that will be probably within the next 3 months going elite is in my business because of her enroller who found me on social media, a total stranger. And that girl, trust me, I'm going to run her to elite as well. But the gal underneath her just came alive. And so you never know. I tell my team all the time, never underestimate the power of your yes, and how many lives it can change. There's countless stories of people in my team that had transformations and things that I was sharing on social. They reached out in Messenger. Maybe they didn't even comment on my timeline, but they watched what I was about. And so that's what we want for all of you, is just to help you do this and do this well, do this beautifully, do this professionally, but be natural. So my biggest tip, be human, be yourself. Authenticity is the number one thing that drives people to you. So I hope that helps, but I promise you, this system's full of all the nuggets that will literally show you every day. And by the way, you guys, we put the daily text, each task during the day. If you went through and you listened to the mentorship, none of them are very long. You can literally listen to it while you're rolling down the road, or it's not even video. Most of it is all just, you can click and listen. But doing the task, we've literally put it mindfully together that even the very busiest person, if they want to launch their business in 30 minutes of plugging in and doing the steps and activities a day, will help you move your business forward, help you launch your business. And by the end of those 30 days, if your people are doing it, they literally by the end of it will have overcome objections. They're going to be able to rock it like a boss on social media, have a feel for what it feels like to be on social. But literally, even if you're not doing social and you're more of a comfort level of belly to belly, we still lead, by the way, just so you guys know, with the Explore tool that I started with in the beginning. That Explore tool, if I'm standing in a room full of people that they want to get together and they want to, fill a room full of people, I still use the same tool. That is the overview we're sharing. I will bring up that overview and just literally maybe share a story or two in the beginning, introduce the overview and watch the overview. So my entire team is using the same overview every time. It takes the guesswork out of it, and it's doable for everybody. Everybody can push play, right? So, and then wrap it up with a story. So one overview, one exposure system, and a system to launch is just hopefully making it a very doable business for people and creating a perfect storm. We all want to have that momentum in our business and that growth, and having people do this well, right? I hope that helps.
Now, when you say overview, are you talking about the one that Carrie Dickey does then?
Yep, the Explore overview. So yes, when you go to the Explore overview, and you'll see when you click through it, if you go to biohackandactivate.com/explore, /explore gets to that very first touch video. If they do /explore products, that goes straight to the product video. If they do /explore business, it will go straight to that. So if you want to just show the overview, you can go right to that. But we've put that /explore piece together so that people can have their own aha moment and decide what it is they want to learn more about, product or business. And then they can click through the exposure piece. So when you're doing that online, that's how you would use that tool, or through Messenger, or you're sending that to somebody. But if you're going to stand in a room and you want to show an overview, biohackandactivate.com /explore /explore business, and it will go straight to the overview. So you can just click overview and play.
Right. So you do that on Zooms too, if you have a Zoom?
Yeah, absolutely. When we're launching a brand new person and we want to pack a room and launch the team, absolutely. That's what we do. We just introduce it, share a couple stories on the front end, welcome people to the Zoom. We're launching this new distributor. We want to give you that bigger picture. We're going to play an overview for you, but we tell us a couple stories, just like we would be here on Zoom. Welcome everyone to the, we're just excited to get in front of you and share something we're very excited about. But literally a couple stories, maybe it's a couple product testimonies on the front end of it. We want to show you what the possibilities are. Play the overview. It's 17 minutes long. And then at the end, maybe have a person that's hosting it share their business story and literally then find people where they're at. So simple.
That does make it nice and simple.
Yeah.
I see here, and do you mainly use Facebook, or do you use Instagram and other things?
As far as social accounts, I shared this in the training from Stage. There are multiple, there's what's on social media. Social media is Facebook, it's Instagram, it's TikTok, it's LinkedIn, it's all kinds of things. But I feel in my world and my audience, the easiest way to connect to people is Facebook for me. So Facebook is really where I land. Instagram is a second to that. So when I post things on Instagram, they can cross over to Facebook, but Instagram can be even a little trickier sometimes for just following up with direct messages. It's not as interactive. So for me, my opinion, and for me and my audience, I would say based off your audience, if you have a millennial that jumps on in the team, they're probably more on Instagram. But I would tell you this, when you're starting on social media, pick one and master it. Don't feel like you're needing to be on, 5 different platforms because I heard TikTok's really hot right now. What happens, literally, this statistic was given by Coach Brian Fryer, who is huge in network marketing training, social media, as well as Fraser Brooks, one of my other favorites. When you're following some of these guys who teach and train social media, the statistic is this: 95% of all network marketers that are on social media are trying to master 4 or 5 platforms, and their effectiveness is about 0. If you really get in and get comfortable and master one first, just stay there, grab your audience, connect there. It's a beautiful thing. So one of the things we do, and I'll mention this on this call, Julie, do you guys have a product education group on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, we absolutely do that 100% of the time. So we, as our team, we have a product education group as well. So we literally will teach you in the system. If you have a product education group, add people to that. So when you're connecting, invite people to see a bigger look. It's kind of like a backstop of social proof. That's the beauty of Facebook, is that you can add them into a social community where they can see maybe some more stories that are told, transformations, product education. So you build the belief on the back end once you've made that initial connection. So I love to hear that you guys have that. Rock those groups. That's a huge way to do that. That's one of the reasons I love Facebook, because it allows that extra touch, that extra communication. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Let me go ahead.
On LinkedIn, the posts that you have, you can also put them on LinkedIn if you use that instead of Facebook.
Yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, I don't do really anything over on LinkedIn. LinkedIn can be a little bit tougher to connect, but if you already have connections in LinkedIn, absolutely utilize that. But yes, to answer your question, 100%, you can do that. Go where your audience is. That's where I would tell you. Go where your audience is and get comfortable there.
Okay. And let's see here. Debbie is saying, can you please share how you do follow-up now with your new team members? I mean, while they are using this tool, is your Facebook page public? Does that cause problems for you? How do you filter unwanted attention?
Okay, so follow up with team members. Literally, I'm touching base. So once I get somebody launched in the system, so they're starting the system, my follow-up is just touching base with them. Literally, how is the system going for you? I'm watching their social media, so I can see that they're getting out and they're starting to utilize the system. They're getting on social media. So I want to support them. Absolutely. So I'm jumping on their post and commenting as they're posting that first day or second day. Literally just helping engage and bump the algorithms by continuing to help them. So I encourage you guys as a team to watch each other's play team, watch each other's post and jump in and help encourage, like, oh my gosh, these transformations are amazing, or I love this product, or I love my own results, or whatever. Keep it curious, help to bump that along. But it's literally touching base. My support is, what questions do you have? and I'm watching their numbers. I'm literally helping them in three-way chats. So as people are reaching out in the system, we talk about, making a list and connecting with your people, what to say as you're reaching out when you're launching your business. So I'm there to help support in three-way chats, touching base, how can I help? Who are you talking to? Literally, like, also reaching out to them. One of the things we teach them in the app is to send if you're using the LifeVantage app, it literally, and I know who's doing the system in the app with me, because they're going to write and text or message, enter their goals, like their team goals, like their financial goals. It's in the app itself, and I'll get a message in my app that will show me what their goals are. So we have those conversations. If I haven't seen that happen, I'm still jumping into Messenger. So I'm still there supporting them, but I'm not having to sit and do all these screen shares and walk them through all the things, like, here's our Explore tool, here's our whatever. The system does the work. So I hope that helps for that. And is my Facebook public? Absolutely. If your Facebook's not public, you guys are missing the opportunity. One of the things that social media does well is when like, I did a post yesterday about leveraged income. That was part of my 10 or 20% of this week, talking about the business. Don't always just talk about the product. If you want to have people join your business, people need to know, like, bring value to the table. So I did a value post teaching people the value of leveraged income. And so if it wasn't public and I only posted it to my friends, if somebody wanted to share that, they shared it. Other people are have you ever seen somebody post something and it says content not available? That's because they've only locked it down to their friends. If you want other people to see your stuff, you want to have it public. But I promise you guys, I monitor like crazy on my Facebook. If somebody tries to make a comment or make a negative, oh, heck no. I'll delete the comment. I'll remove that person. I'll block that person. This is your timeline. This is your territory. This is your real estate. So you want to be able to just monitor that. But that only happens probably less than 1/10 of 1% of the time on social. But if I had a just open to my friends, the person I told you that's about to go elite would never have found me if I was on friends. So and I believe we actually share that nugget. Just make sure your timeline's public, guys. That's a huge, huge thing if you want to attract a global audience. And giving valuable posts, the idea of giving inspiration and valuable posts, and it's not always all about you. We teach you how to do that. Like, you want to engage people, but giving an inspirational quote, make it look like it's from you. Don't share something from somebody else. If you see something that's good, make it your own. So that somebody can go, wow, that's really good. That's inspirational. They click share. It shows on their timeline. Other people see who you are. Who's that person that started this? They'll see that content and they'll start to follow you. So it helps you grow your audience by being a person of value. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds great. The other thing I'm thinking about is sometimes I feel like I would really benefit from like a social media like workshop, because now everybody's talking about like doing reels. I have no idea how to do a reel.
Yep.
So is there anything like that available? Like, I mean, because you're not teaching people how to do reels and things like that, are you?
We're not, but we actually are working on extra additions to our system so that we will train. We don't want to overwhelm the new person in the very beginning, but we are building out extra pieces to it so that we can do coaching on how to do reels. In the meantime, I can tell you, if you guys find Coach Brian Fryer, he is fantastic at teaching reels. He does a lot of free content on his both Instagram and Facebook. So Coach Brian Fryer or Coach Fryer, he's absolutely a gem. He's a sweetheart of a guy, but he does a lot of coaching and he does master classes he will offer that are affordable on how to do this. So if you are like 2.0 and you've already rocked it on social and you're like, all right, I want to raise my game and I want to start doing reels, and you're ready to do it, right now, he's one that I would follow. But we also are going to have we're going to have extra layers to our system so that people can can learn how to really deep dive with a bigger conversation. And I love this. I just need social media, period. There are baby steps I don't even know how to do. This will literally walk you through that. Yep, coachfryer.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marilee. This has been so valuable. We really appreciate you taking the time for us.
You're welcome. Thank you for your trust in us. I hope that this is beneficial. And I can't wait to hear the results. Track back with us, let us know. I'd love to know. Everybody that's done this system has raved. We've literally, we were bombarded with people that have done this, with teams that have done this now, and it's just changing the game of what they're doing. And so that's always our hope and prayer. So
Thank you so
thank you for
much.
having me on.
All righty. Thanks everyone for joining. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.